Do you think men are insecure for caring about a woman's body count? Starting with you.
Are insecure for caring?
Yeah, do you think men are insecure if they care about a woman's body count?
I think it would stem from insecurity, but everyone's like allowed to have their own preferences.
It would stem from insecurity, but okay.
I think that's subjective, because if you have someone that's just going to sleep with anyone due to attraction, there's no saying, like, are they going to do that if they're in a relationship with you, if their body count is high?
Okay, so you don't think it's insecure? And also just,
I think it's subjective. I think it can be insecure. It's like really depends.
let me just tack on another question to this. Does body count matter? Should body count matter? I don't know if you want to add on to that.
I think that's also subjective. Like for me, I wouldn't really want to go for a guy who has a high body count because that just shows me he only values if someone is attractive, and if he's just like coming to me and trying to sleep with me, then he's not actually valuing me as a person and he doesn't want to get to know me.
Should
So then the gal next to you who said that it was a state of insecurity, that would not apply to you.
I think that as long as the person is safe and clean, and doesn't put you at any level of risk, and you understand your dynamic of their relationship, it doesn't matter.
I am
to me.
pro slut. It's just not.
So
for
she's
me.
she's not being insecure when she says that she would not want to have a man with a high body count, right?
I think that insecurity shouldn't be a negative word. There's plenty of things I'm insecure about that I don't think are inherently negative. I personally would definitely be insecure if a guy had slept with 80 people, but it doesn't mean that I wouldn't date them, or it doesn't mean that it matters to me.
I think it's more
So
important.
then that means that she's insecure?
I can't speak for her. From my perspective, I think it comes from a place of insecurity in worrying about that person only valuing you for appearance, but I don't think that in this case insecurity is a negative connotation.
If I like had
Okay, so then that would be
theoretically-
she's insecure, right? How am I getting this wrong?
If I get with someone and they have a high body count, there definitely needs to be a discussion where they show me or like tell me, hey, yeah, temptation is there, but like it's my decision to reject that. And if we have that discussion and they're mature enough to have that discussion, then fine. But right off the bat, if someone is just trying to sleep with me, then that just tells me that they value attraction over anything else.
Here, let's get everybody's answers. Go ahead.
Which question?
Both.
Okay. I do think body count matters, but I don't think it stems from insecurity necessarily. I think it just shows that they care.
I think it's a form of insecurity, but like at the same time, I think that the more people that you sleep with, the more energies that you can like attract to yourself. So I'm indifferent on that one.
So would you say that the gal who said that she would not want to sleep with a man with a high body count is coming from a place of insecurity then?
It also comes from a place of danger where it's like I'm more
Oh,
susceptible.
hang on.
Mics,
Just let her
guys,
answer.
into the mics.
It comes from a place of danger where I'm
No,
more
no, not
susceptible
you.
to
I'm asking her.
STDs as well.
Would you say that she's coming from a place of insecurity because she just said she wouldn't want to date a man with a high body count?
I think it's a little bit different for women, so no, I'm
Of
going to
course.
say it's not, because men are notoriously known for sleeping with a lot of women. So
What?
I don't think that it's insecurity. Yeah, you guys get praised for how many women you can like pull and
That's
sleep
because
with.
it's hard for men to do that. It's easy for y'all to do that.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying that's my justification of why I don't think it's insecurity for a woman.
Just for men.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it depends. It could come from a bunch of different emotions. Like one of them could be insecurity, or it could be like a religious thing. If you're waiting for marriage, you
What if they're not religious? What if they're secular, but
I still
they
think
don't
it could-
want to wife up the town bicycle?
Then I think it could be insecurity, or it could just be moral. I mean, like we all know, I have morals outside of religion, so it could be morals. It could
Let's
be
say he's
insecurity.
immoral.
He's immoral, then
And
yeah,
he
I would
doesn't have any morals.
I would
He
say-
just doesn't want to get with a promiscuous woman.
Then yes, I think that would be a
That
form
would
of
be-
sexual insecurity.
It would be sexual insecurity.
Yes.
So would it be sexual insecurity for a man to not want to date a woman who fucked a guy yesterday?
Like date her immediately? Because I feel like if
Have
you just
sex
if you
with her immediately, date her
that's
immediately?
not dating. I mean, if you won't have sex with someone because they had sex with someone, like you won't have casual sex with someone because they had sex with someone else yesterday, that is valid because there's no way to know their STD status.
Let's even assume.
Oh, okay. Well, let's say they went and got an STD check literally right away. You had the results
It
in
wouldn't
your
be valid.
hand.
It would, because
You
it
knew
takes
for
like
sure,
2 weeks. So like, let's say someone had sex 2 weeks ago and they have a clean bill of health.
What if there's a magical wand?
Okay, well, we can say that about anything.
No. It's just, let's say she went, she had sex 5 hours ago, but she comes to you and presents you with a clean bill of health.
Then yeah, I would say it probably is. And like you said, I don't
That's
think
insecurity?
I don't think it's necessarily. I think everyone can be insecure in that way. Like, I don't want to be compared to the last person you had sex with.
So then it would be insecurity.
I think it's subjective too. If it's
I think it
insecure
depends, but-
or if it's like controlling.
Yeah,
or,
it could
like,
also be controlling. It
if
could
it's,
be
like, for
it could be
safety,
misogyny. It
there's,
could be
like,
a
so many
variety of
How is it?
reasons.
How would it
No,
be
so I just want to
misogyny?
make sure I get this right. You have 2 kids, and your son, he's 16 years old, and he comes to you and he's like, "Hey, Mom, listen, I really like this girl. She just fucked a guy 10 hours ago, but she did give me a clean bill of health. So I'd like to go have sex with her." Would you say, that's fine because you don't want to be insecure?
I think it's weird to talk to your mom about that.
Yeah, no,
Derailed.
I
Okay.
would
Yeah,
not.
okay,
I would
great,
not.
but let her answer
No,
the
I wouldn't
question,
call my
please.
son. No, I wouldn't say it would be insecure not to do that. I would say make your own decision.
It
No,
wouldn't be?
no, I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. But that would be coming from a place of insecurity from your son, right?
Well, I thought he wanted to have sex with her.
Sure. In
But
this
if he-
particular case, the guy wanted to have sex with her until he found out that she had sex with another person just a few hours prior. You said
Yeah,
that was insecurity.
I wouldn't tell him that if it was my son, but I think it definitely could be coming from a place of insecurity. Yeah, every person is
So
different.
your son's just being insecure, that little bastard.
Maybe. I don't know him.
I think
But would you
everyone's.
say the most secure thing you could do if you really wanted to be secure in your masculinity is go rail that fucking broad that you wanted to rail who just fucked another guy 10 hours ago?
You could
That
say
would be the
that.
most secure thing he could do?
I think everyone has different boundaries as well in terms of like choosing a sexual partner.
Okay,
And that's
so
fine.
do you agree it's wrong in the opposite direction? Would it be okay for me to deny having sex with a man knowing that he has another sexual partner currently?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then that's just your perspective of insecurity. But for me, I only
No,
wouldn't
that's
do
not
it because I'm
insecurity.
insecure. No, but I would
No,
only
that's
not
moral
have sex.
epistemology. That's
No,
not insecurity.
I would only be wary of a body count based off of my own personal insecurity of not fulfilling the type of intimacy that they are seeking, whether they've had a lot of sexual partners due to, a sex addiction or due to corn consumption or anything else.
Okay.
It would be
Okay, I'll
coming from a
grant
place
all
of
of those
insecurity for
things.
me personally, but I'm not saying
Sure.
for everyone, but for me
I'll
personally.
grant all of that as being true, and I'll ask you the same exact question. Your 16-year-old son comes to you, and let's say he's 18, and he says, "I really like this girl, and I really wanted to rail her, but Mom, she fucked another dude 10 hours ago, and that just kind of grosses me out." That would be him being insecure?
I would say if you really like her and you're willing to have an open conversation with her about exclusivity or not continuing that, then you should. But if it's something that makes you feel insecure, which I think if there's no risk of STDs, no risk of anything.
It's just gross.
I mean, to
just
me,
gross.
to me, it's gross, but I think it comes from a place of insecurity. What's the difference between having sex yesterday and me having sex 2 years ago?
So then let's back that
what
logic
if someone
back the
had a
other
body
direction.
count of 80 but hasn't had sex in 10 years?
Okay, fine.
Does
It
that
comes
make
from a
them
place of
more pure?
insecurity. So then backing that up the
Wait,
hang on, backing
sorry,
that up
can
the
I offer
other
my
direction.
question?
Well, you just answered.
No.
So
I'm
then
offering a
backing-
question. If I say hypothetically, there's a person who has a body count of 80 people,
split.
but they've been abstinent for 5 years. Are they less gross than a girl who has a body count of 2 who had sex yesterday?
Yes.
Because they've been abstinent for 10 years, even though their body count's 80?
That's still less gross, yeah, than fucking a chick who might still have another man's jizz in her. Now,
Well, why
backing
are you
up to
assuming
this,
she's having
let me ask you
unsafe
this.
sex?
Going back the
Let's
other
say she
direction,
is.
then, from your particular logic, let's just go over your particular logic here. If that is a place of insecurity, then wouldn't it not be true that the most secure thing you could do if you liked this girl and he really wanted to rail her and she really wanted to have sex with him and he just said I was a little bit grossed out by it, the most secure thing he could do would be to have sex with her,
I
right?
think the original argument was just asking if caring about body count was insecurity, which I agree
Yeah, I
with.
know what
think
the original
there's not-
argument was. Can you answer my question?
Yeah, I'm answering. I don't think that it's a more secure thing because it's a completely different conversation as someone having sex a couple hours ago is a different conversation
It's
than their
gross
body
in different
count.
ways.
Yeah.
It's
It's
gross
a
in
different
different ways.
concept. So I'm not saying that is insecurity. I'm saying the original argument stems from insecurity to some level. But
Yes,
I
I
think
know, and
it's
that's why I'm
totally
bringing the
valid.
argument back.
And I don't think it's insecure to choose not to have sex with someone who is just sexually active. But I think for some people it could be an insecurity thing. For me, it would be a hygiene
Okay,
issue.
so now we get into nuance. So let me ask you this. Why would it be insecure if this is the case and they have this preference and they say no? You say that's not insecurity and it's not the most secure thing you could do to then have sex with that person. Why would it be insecure if they extrapolated that out over more time?
I believe the insecurity comes in the format of caring about the actual quantity of sexual partners, and the only reason I have that perspective is because for me personally it comes from a place of insecurity.
Okay, yeah, I know that you keep saying that.
Yeah, but what's even your question?
I still haven't gotten an answer to this. First, you said it was insecure of him not to do this thing from 10 hours ago. They had a clean bill of health. Then you said,
No, I
well,
didn't.
wait, it's not the most secure thing they could do.
No,
If they
I didn't say it was. I didn't.
Okay, go
but
ahead
you're
again.
telling me I
We'll do
said
it again.
something that I
can show
didn't
it.
say. And if you replayed any of what I had just said, I did not say that. I said
Okay, well, then let me just ask you yes or no's. I'm not going to give you any loaded questions. I promise none of them will be
simple
loaded.
yes or no.
Yes or no? Is it insecure if your son came to you, he's 18 years old, he said, hey, this woman I really, really, really like her, she really likes me, had sex 10 hours ago, and that grosses me out, so I don't want to have sex with her?
I would say that's no problem, and you should wait and
That's
see.
not my question. Is it insecure?
Not if it's a hygiene issue.
No. Okay, great. Well, okay, hygiene issue.
That's
She
what
has
it
a
would
clean
be.
bill of health. She has a clean, I told you, it's baked in. She has a clean bill of health. There's no hygiene issue.
What if her pH
He
balance
just is
off?
grossed.
Yeah.
Hang on, he's just grossed out.
I
He's just
think-
grossed the fuck out by it.
I think
Is
this
that
kinda dives
insecure
in-
that he
ick.
doesn't want to hump a chick who's
ick.
full of another man's
That's
jizz?
totally fine.
I-
It doesn't
I
have
think
to.
this also dives into having standards.
No, I think she needs to answer the question. Answer my question. Is it insecure of him to not want
I
to do
already
that,
answered
or
your
isn't
question.
it?
I said no, it's not insecure of him.
Yeah, but
I
you
think
said because of
caring
a
about-
hygienic issue. I'm saying
but
there's
you
no
don't
hygiene
understand.
issue present.
These conversations go through a plethora of different components. Did he have sex 10 hours ago?
That's fucking
No.
disgusting.
If he didn't have sex 10 hours ago, then
Huh?
it is not coming from insecurity. But if he had sex yesterday and he's judging her for having sex yesterday, it does come from a place of insecurity. Does that make sense?
So then if he's chaste and she's not chaste and he doesn't want to have sex with her over a 5-year plan, wouldn't that be the same exact logic applied and he's not being insecure?
I have no idea what you just said.
For shizzle.
I know you don't, but I'll try it again.
Okay.
Assume that this is extrapolated over 5 years and he has chastity and she doesn't not have chastity. And he finds out she's slept with 60 men. How does the same logic not apply here for his preference?
I think it is a different scenario.
It's a
Yeah,
different-
well, but it's the same logic
It's a
applied to the
different
scenario.
Okay, so hypothetically, as I said earlier, you said it would be better if someone had been abstinent for 5 years but had a body count of 80
I
versus
didn't say
someone
anything
who...
about better. I was testing your logic. You weren't testing mine.
Okay, anyways, thank you so much. Had a great night.
Wait, we got more questions. We got more questions here, okay? Body count. So did we go all the way around on body count?
No.
You answered, right?
I don't remember. Honestly.
I think you answered,
Yeah, I
correct?
think
You're too far away from the mic.
Yes, it does matter.
It might be helpful if you scoot your chair into the table, but okay, what's your answer?
Yeah, it does matter.
Wait, you never revealed, by the way. You are...
Yes, a virgin, and I'm waiting for marriage.
Oh, okay. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Killer of
Killer
cereal.
of Cereal donated $200. A woman insecure for having a high body count while saying a guy is insecure for caring about it? What reason does woman have for jeopardizing her self-worth by whoring out, to live out of her means?
Anybody want to bite on that? I have a question afterwards. Anybody?
No.
Bueller. Sorry, kill of cereal. I don't know. They don't get it. Okay. Nobody wants to buy it? What? Women insecure for having a high body count while saying a guy's insecure for caring about it. What reason does women have for jeopardy? Okay. Some of you said body count doesn't matter, shouldn't matter, whatever. What's your body count? Starting with you. Go ahead.
Under 10.
Under 10?
I can count it on one hand.
5?
Clarify, mine includes women as well. Sorry.
Includes women. Do you want to give the number or
No.
under 10?
Under 10.
Not something I'm comfortable sharing to the internet.
Rule number 76, no excuses, play like a champion.
Say what you want.
Under 15.
Under 50?
15.
Under 50? Whoa.
15.
Oh my God, I'm deaf. Okay. What about you?
1.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it good?
It didn't have
fire.
It didn't happen one time, but the count would be 1.
Was that your 1.5 year relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Word up.
Wait, so you lost your virginity at like 21?
Yeah.
Oh, late bloomer.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Hey, it's fine. Late bloomers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why, just curious, why did it, were you waiting for the right guy?
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe, I don't know, right woman?
I'm just not interested in casual
Right-
sex. Like,
Right woman?
Oh,
It was the right guy.
Guy.
It was a guy. It was a guy.
Yeah, guy.
Okay. You're not interested in casual sex. Did you want to wait until you were in love? Or did you just want the right guy?
Yeah, just the right guy.
Just the right guy.
I don't think it love didn't really factor into it, as in terms of like why wait,
Okay.
but like just not an interest in like hooking up.
When you did find that right guy, like how long into knowing him until you guys had carnal knowledge?
A couple months, I think.
Couple months?
Yeah.
Okay. Was he also virgin or no?
No.
No. Okay. Huh. All right. What about you?
Girls 4, guy 1.
We'll do both. Why not? How many ladies have you? I feel like you got Riz. You like be just smashing all the birds.
Smashing all the birds.
The ladies. The ladies.
Oh,
You're just into the mic though.
Oh.
Tell us about all the Riz adventures.
Riz Adventures.
Yeah, you just
Oh.
dude. You ran through the girls, right? You ran through them with your Riz, with your shades. You're just rizzing them up. Sunglasses indoors, sunglasses at night. Doesn't matter. The Riz God, the Riz King.
They give them the smolder.
Right,
Yeah.
bro. Be honest. Wait, question. Just like between
You're
like
like-
between boys, right? Like innies or outies.
Wait, what?
Innies or outies. What do you prefer? Innies or outies. What do you prefer?
Oh my gosh.
Innies or outies. What do you prefer?
I mean, the
Innies.
innie was kind of new, so
New?
yeah.
What do you mean new? What are you
Like-
talking about?
Are we talking about P and V?
No. What? Do you have a penis? You have a penis?
No.
You have a penis?
No.
Okay. Cool. Wait,
Labia.
but labia. You had a preference for innies or outies? You know, like women, like straight women, y'all have preferences for penis size, right?
Oh.
Like you guys, sometimes you want a big peen, medium peen.
I would never.
Typically, you don't
I would
want a
never
small
mess
peen.
with a small peen.
Wow, racist.
Really? Personality first.
That's racist.
Yeah. Personality first.
Personality first.
Yeah, small peen losers. I don't fuck with them.
Yikes! You're gonna get some comments for that one. Wait, so what do you prefer?
Well, right now, I guess.
You know,
I'm
you
more
know.
No,
open-
back with the ladies.
You
didn't have a
like,
preference?
Like bottom top, like.
No,
is that-
labia preference.
No,
though.
like, do you
Oh.
like a
Goddamn.
big vagina? Do you like
I
a
don't
fat
big-
pussy?
I don't
Or,
have a preference.
Like large
I-
labia.
Do you like it when it's hammy? You know?
Oh, I
When
don't
it
really have
hangs
a
out?
preference. I
No
don't really-
preference?
I
You
don't
didn't
really-
care?
No,
Okay.
I didn't care.
All right.
You should
Y'all
pay
taste great.
attention to that probably.
Okay. What about you? Oh wait.
0.
Wait. Oh yeah, 0 body count. Are you still?
I'm in a relationship.
All right. They know what it is. They know
If you
what
know,
it
you
is. If you know what it is. Really, you don't like small peens? That's racist, dog.
She's
playing
also
on the-
pro slut. She said.
I'm pro slut. Oh my god.
Damn. That's just fucked up, man. RIP's in the chat for the boys. Okay. We have
Pro
Stochastic Decay here. Hey, Brian, word salad girl plays the victim card whenever there's pushback. What a brat. Props to the other panelists for not being brats and not pouting all show. Anyway, Autistic Girl has 1210 glasses. Based as fuck, too. Also, hi, Gustavo.
I apologize. It's just my face. I'm not trying to pout. I'm
You
just
just-
really tired.
you have
I think I
RBF?
just look like this. I
just have
swear.
RBF?
Wait.
I'm
RBF contest, go.
Look into this mic right here.
That's a camera.
That's not RBF. That's just like scary.
I do have RBS, and I apologize. I'm not at all trying to be bratty. I also don't think I'm really trying to play the victim card. I'm just being a devil's advocate the same
Okay.
way you are.
Yeah,
She's great.
that was pretty demonic. Though I'll agree with
That was
Madison.
tough.
That was some
That
demonic
one's tough.
shit.
That was RBF.
But at least you're not a brat, apparently.
I hate brats.
I know. Wait, what about me though?
I love you.
Okay, good.
Whoa.
What about me though?
Skin
I love
wolf.
you too.
Okay.
I'm widowy to daddy.
Yeah.
I'm widowy
What
daddy.
the? There's some
Okay.
sexual
Did you
tension.
did you see my viral video on Times Square?
No.
It's my turf.
You know that one?
What? You've got like a fetish or something?
This is for
What do we-
my
What the fuck?
my big dog, my British big dog. You know?
I don't.
I think
but
there's
I'd like
therapists
to.
for
He
that.
taught me everything I know.
I don't know.
So like I
There's
went
probably
viral in
therapists.
Times Square for like barking, and it was really
That's
funny.
beautiful.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Cool.
time we live in.
And then I was with Matthew Silver, and he was screaming at me.
I made Nick a promise to not go talk about this route, but because of this panel, I have to. I got to talk about this. And this is dating related, okay? Would you object to a man not wanting to date a trans woman, starting with you?
Oh boy, would I not date him because of that?
No. Would you object to a man
Oh, like,
not wanting
take-
to, like Gustavo here, if he was like, yeah, I don't think I would date a trans woman, would you object to that?
No. As long as he's not like being transphobic unnecessarily and like being unkind to trans women, if that's just like a personal preference, I think that's fine.
Well, the personal preference is he's not being transphobic or rude or mean in any way, but he would say essentially, I wouldn't date them because they're trans.
I mean, I think it probably comes from a place of just like bias, but I mean, I can't say that someone needs to date someone that they're not comfortable dating. Like,
Okay.
I think, yeah. If they're completely post-op and like completely indistinguishable, maybe I would like.
Is that possible? I don't think that's possible to be 100% indistinguishable.
And if they still were really opposed to it, maybe I would question it, but no. In general, no.
Well, let's assume that's the case. They've gotten surgery and they're taking hormones. They've gotten breast implants and wigs, or I don't know. They got the bottom surgery, and then the man still doesn't want to date them.
I mean, I still can't really object to like someone's
Okay.
personal
All right,
dating
that's fair.
preferences, you know?
Going around the table on this.
There will be plenty of men who want to, so it's okay if some men are uninterested in that. There's so many factors that go into dating preferences. You know, maybe their goal is biological children, and you can't do that with a transgender individual. I think those type of dating preferences, as long as they're non-discriminatory, are no problem.
Wouldn't it be it would be
Yeah,
discriminatory.
but if discriminatory, not in a bigotry sense. It's not in a hateful
sure.
way. It's just a preference.
I think it's weird to tell other people what to do with their bodies and what they subject themselves to. So
I agree with Luce with what she said.
No preferences, just don't be rude.
Would that include to the redhead? I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. Please don't hold that against me.
I'm holding it against you.
Gertrude. Her name's Gertrude.
Yeah,
No.
Gertrude. I'm sorry.
Call her Gertrude.
I'm sorry, Gertrude. Would that include
It's okay.
unaliving? You don't care if people unalive themselves
Wait.
because it's their body?
What?
Wait, what?
Okay.
Wait.
Good night.
Hold on.
This is-
Sit down.
This is actually a topic that I don't really feel comfortable talking about. I lost someone to
You can convince her, Nick. You got it.
unaliving.
You can convince her. Get her a slice of pizza.
few
Get her a
years
slice
ago.
of pizza, a C4, and some tater tots. Okay, she'll be fine. What about your
Wait,
answer?
Give her one of my brownies.
What about your
We're
answer?
talking about 100% straight
I didn't.
guy,
I
right?
honestly didn't even feel like that was a very invasive question.
I understand that you feel it's not invasive, but
Okay,
I
just let
personally
the-
lost
we're
someone
moving on, we're moving
to
on.
being
Answer the
unalive,
question.
So
Okay.
No.
that's just
No.
I wouldn't date a trans man.
Damn, that's crazy, Madison.
Does that
you're,
make me transphobic?
You're a fucking bigot.
Then I'm a bigot.
Get her some tater tots. She'll be fine. Get maybe a blanket, a little blankie. Get her a blanket. Get her some tater tots, mashed potatoes even. Get maybe even. You got it.
Look at this champ.
That.
Sorry.
Look
wait,
at
I
that.
got you. Don't worry.
This is
Whoa. Okay. A little tension.
okay.
Okay. It's okay.
My
Wait.
roommate told me to take you home.
No. Oh.
What?
My roommate told me that you're our new roommate.
Whoa.
Okay.
So she loves you. In my opinion, unaliving.
Wait. Just don't even.
Guys, that was the best.
What?
That was
Maddie
the best
like,
part
"Tell-
of my
tell me
night.
Yes.
That was the best part of my night.
What was the best part of your night?
My little kiss.
Oh.
Anyways,
What
I
are we,
think
Daddy?
to equate.
Are you guys gonna smash after this?
I think to equate.
I think there's a little chemistry
A
here.
little chemistry.
Little chemistry.
I won't deny.
little blushing going on.
To equate unaliving yourself to an issue of not caring about.
Oh my God! Don't. Okay, go ahead.
Wait, can we just move on to the next question?
No, I'm trying to move on, but
Sorry. We can move on. It's a sensitive subject for me.
It's fine.
Okay,
Everything's
so
fine.
related to the trans thing though. We're still related to dating. Would it be straight? God damn! I promised I wouldn't even go. Okay.
Oh my God.
I promised Nick. I
Jesus,
promised
I
Nick.
can't believe you're breaking a promise right now. It is really hot.
It is.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I wanna take my clothes off.
Excuse me?
Your excuse.
Okay.
That was fire. So whatever.
What the fuck?
What the heck? Wow.
Okay,
Should
really
I
quick.
get into voice acting?
Would it be straight for? Is it straight for a man to date a trans woman?
I think that's
This is the last time I'm ever asking this question.
Yeah. Because she's like identifying as a woman in a woman's body, and it's like perceived as a heterosexual relationship. So I would consider that straight.
Let's get everybody's answers.
I
on
would
this.
say that's a
Okay.
trans relationship, but that's also subjective to the people, and I don't feel like I'm not a trans person, so I can't really define it myself.
Word.
No, biologically, that's not how that works.
Not straight. Okay.
If she still has a penis, then no.
What if there is no peen?
I'd say it's pretty straight.
Pretty straight. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's straight.
Straight. What if there's a peen? Straight.
I would question a straight man who would have sex with someone with a penis. I would question if they were fully straight, but if they said they were fully straight, then like,
Oh shit.
I don't know. I mean,
Damn, Andrew's losing his mind over there. Okay, what about you?
No.
Not straight.
No, not
Not straight, Maddie.
Not straight out.
All right, not straight. So you said straight. You said could be straight. You said straight, regardless of the.
yeah, I think
peen.
it's straight.
I reframe to say that I'm just not trans, so I can't like define their relationship. But I also think sexuality is something that's so fluid, and like plenty of straight people experiment with, different types of relationships.
It's not gay if you only suck dick. Sorry. It's like the song. Sucked another
But okay,
dick
so
last
straight.
night.
It's a short form slang. Do you guys agree that straight is short form slang for heterosexual?
Yeah.
Okay. So how could it ever be heterosexual?
Well, I can just ask this one question around the panel, if you'll humor me, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Without using the word gender, what does the word homosexual mean?
A homo. Sorry.
Damn, bro.
Same sex.
Get this bigot out of
same
here.
sex attraction has nothing to do with gender, but rather sex, biological sex.
I got bullied
Okay.
in high school. I can use the slurs. It's
Checks
okay.
out.
So heterosexual would be based on biological sex as well.
From a just definition standpoint, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be straight.
What is the definition of homosexual across the board?
A homo. Sorry, I'm tired.
Same-
I'm just like in my silly like.
I mean,
Same
it's
same sex
attraction.
relationship.
It's same-sex attraction, but if someone transitions to the point where you
Split it.
perceive them to be that
Come on,
gender,
man.
you don't
this.
know.
You got this, Nick.
You don't
do it,
know.
Nick.
You don't know what their biological sex is. You can say that, oh, I can always tell, whatever. But like, if you really can't perceive their biological sex, then how can you say it's not straight if they don't know?
What if you can perceive their biological sex?
I like to think that other people's relationships are none of my
Yeah, no,
business.
hang on. What if you can perceive their biological sex
What if you can?
Why does it matter that much to you? You know, like I just think
Truth.
let these
So
people
I'm
live
just
their
testing
lives.
the logic, whether it matters or not
Okay,
to
wait,
you.
I
And
have
the
a
subjective
question.
framework is irrelevant.
I have a
I'm
question.
just testing her logic. I know you need to jump in every time I'm talking to someone else, but I'm not talking to you right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask her again, if it's okay with you, Your Majesty, if she can explain what she means when I ask her, what if you do know what her biological sex is?
Well, personally, I would define it as same gender attraction, but you said we can't say gender, so I mean, like,
Yeah.
in that case, I guess if we have to strictly go based off sex, then no, it wouldn't be heterosexual, but that's not how I view same-sex
And
attraction.
is gender a social construction?
Tilted down.
Sorry?
Wow, it takes fucking 3 women to do
Oh
that.
my god.
At
Is
least we can
gender
change
a
a light
social
bulb.
construction?
Put our brains together.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Is gender a social construction?
Yes, I don't think...
And did
what?
we agree earlier that social constructions don't actually exist in material reality?
Yeah, so then I mean, does heterosexuality exist? Does homosexuality exist? Like, I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, those are biological terms. For instance, if you were to determine that 2 animals were homosexual animals, how would you do so?
The show.
If we determine how they... by, like, biological sex, because animals don't have gender.
Oh, like and are human beings animals?
Yes.
Oh, well, then I guess we can determine who's a homosexual and who isn't,
We
just
have
like
a
we
higher
can in every other
intellectual
animal,
level.
can't we?
I mean, you could say that, but I mean, still, like, in experience, people who identify as straight can date trans people and still identify as straight. Like, you
But
could